Did you miss out around 10 to 20 points in both PTE reading as well as in PTE writing? Your mind is saying that something went wrong in PTE Summarize Written Text. And I definitely would agree with you because some of you are still making some silly mistakes, which is what exactly we are going to address in this video. Just need to watch it right till the end. We will also do 3 exam questions with all the tricky scenarios that are coming in the exam so that everything becomes crystal clear to you. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. Now I'm back with another important topic of PTE writing, which is PTE Summarize Written Text. Many of you make the mistakes of taking it lightly. Do not take it lightly. This is very scoring for both your PTE writing and PTE reading modules. This is the evidence of our recent most students who have got 8+ bands in both writing and reading. And in this video, we are going to talk about 3 major tips related to summarize written text that can change the tides in your favor. But before we go forward, if you have not hit the like and subscribe, please do it right now. Hit the subscribe button. And we do offer unlimited classes. So if you are struggling with PT exam, any module or complete exam, do WhatsApp us or Telegram us where we provide you unlimited classes, all the resources and app access as well for practice and mocks. Whereas if you are just looking for self-preparation or only ebooks, okay, ebooks are related to prediction questions, spellings, latest collocations and vocabulary, grammar shortcuts, and many strategy ebooks, including Summarize Written Text, which is the topic of today. Link is there in the description. Do explore how much you want to spend on or invest on your studies. Let's start talking about Summarize Written Text, what exactly is happening in the exam and where students are actually failing. So the tip number 1 that I wanted to share with you is around the conversation types of questions that are now coming more frequently in the exam. So what is happening with the students is you are getting confused. What exactly and how exactly you need to answer the conversation type based questions where there are multiple speakers, similar to what you hear in Summarize group discussion, which is an academic topic. Over here, everything is written down, but multiple people are involved and this is more of an informal talk. So informal talk, and then you need to convert that into a piece of writing, and that can give you potentially 10 points for reading as well as writing. So where exactly are you making mistakes? Let's look at an exam question, and then we will also show you some silly responses or some silly mistakes that you can easily avoid, and then the perfect answer that can get you full score for this question. So this is a sample exam question. Okay, what people are doing is there are 2 to 3 people involved in this discussion, Thomas, Chris and Richie. They are debating on AI in academic writing. Okay, so I am not going to discuss this passage because we are not here to answer any question related to the passage. We don't need to understand it. Summarize written text, it is simple question, but we need to be careful. So let's say we chose some of the sentences that includes, because this is an informal or a spoken piece of language, that's why you will see first person like I. You will also see second person language like you, whereas we need to write it as a third person, he or she or they. That's how we need to write down, and even the names can be used. So I'm going to show you first a raw answer, how you will prepare it. So I just picked up 3 sentences as it is using the technique what we already know, which is copy paste. So I'm going to use 3 sentences using 2 conjunctions. Okay, one is and one is but. So over here, if you see, if students get this one, can actually understand, this is the first sentence, and after that I used conjunction, and then later on I used another conjunction, which is but, combining 3 sentences. Now what is the problem? I have got all the red ones, which is the first person, second person, maybe the second sentence that I chose. Luckily, there are no first or second person in this case, so we don't need to touch it. But what about these? This sometimes can also have questions or exclamation marks. We need to get rid of it, especially because we are in academic. You are only allowed to write one sentence. So how can we convert that and still get a full score? So what I did was, up until here is the same, and then I wonder, instead of I wonder, we know who we are talking about, who the person is, Thomas. Okay, the first one. So I wonder, instead of that you change it to he wonders. So instead of he, I am putting his name, Thomas. He wonders, because Thomas is singular, so verb will be plural. So Thomas wonders. And remaining places, it says, but if you are. Instead of you are, I just change it to if people are, plural form. And instead of you, once again, because I'm talking about people, so I can refer it to it using another pronoun in the plural form, which is they. So they could really get more complex. Nothing else is required for you to change in this response, and now it becomes a perfect response. This response can get you a full score. Okay, whatever summarized written text marking is for core and academic, if you write like this, you will get a top score, and it will boost up both your reading as well as your writing scores. Now, let's look at the second scenario where people are actually making silly mistakes. Okay, once again, I'm stressing on that, silly mistakes. I don't mean to say that you are silly, but sometimes it happens when we tend to just stick to copy paste techniques. So picking up sentences is also important. You cannot do it randomly, and I'll show you the reason why, what can happen. And you need to be very careful with the sentences starting with pronouns. So the first starting of the sentence cannot refer to pronoun. If you guys have watched our reorder paragraph videos, then you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, pronouns are used to refer to nouns, and you cannot start a paragraph with pronoun or a sentence, independent sentence. We also need to be careful with the transition or the linking words. These are words which are like moreover, however, okay. Firstly, secondly, all these kind of words are called as transition or linking words. We cannot start the sentence with this. So you can't start a sentence with however without anything previously, because however is always used to contrast. Now let's see an exam question once again. If you are wondering how to get all this information in one piece of document, then I can show you. This is the ebook that I was talking about, PTE Summarize Written Text ebook. This covers both academic as well as core exam. And if you just see the table of contents over here, it covers everything related to layout, scoring, considerations, templates, and how many 8-band exam questions for academic and so many exam questions for PTE core as well and for both the exam. Okay, every topic, every conversation type of questions, whatever I am talking about right now is covered in this ebook document, and this is included in the description that I was talking about if you want to purchase them. So what am I referring to is, look at this paragraph. Okay, this is once again an exam question. I just pick it up from the prediction questions, the prediction files that we publish every month in the form of ebook, latest exam questions. So what do we see over here? There are many sentences that are starting with these kind of linking words that are highlighted here. Moreover, also, pronouns like this, situation, however, words like why, question, another linking word, another linking word or conjunction. So we need to pick up first sentence which we put in our template of copy paste as an independent sentence. So let me elaborate it with the model answer. For first, I just picked up 3 random sentences from the paragraph, and the first one being this one, which is right over here. So this sentence I picked up as the first one, then I followed the template, which you also do, and moreover, and I pasted the second sentence, but however, and then I pasted the third sentence. I decapitalized it, I removed the capitalization, I put only one full stop, and still I am not getting good score. Why? The simple reason is, first of all, you cannot start a independent sentence with a linking word. And also, when you use the copy paste technique, because you are already putting a conjunction from your side, like and or but, and if the sentence that you have chosen already has a conjunction, then or a linking word, then it creates problems. Okay, so you cannot add a sentence over here that is starting with but. So you need to remove one but. So what we need to do is, and same thing over here, and moreover, but moreover, both are linking conjunction type of words, should not be used together. Okay, this is called as redundant use of words. Okay, too many same type of words at the same time. So what we need to do, this is very easy to fix. Just remove the transition word from the middle, from the starting, including the comma. Don't forget to remove the comma as well, and start your sentence from here. So that takes care of this particular problem. What about these two problems? Over here, the template or whatever, we suggest you to add and or but if you are adding or choosing a sentence that already starts with a conjunction or a transition word, then you need to get rid of the one that is part of the template. So I removed and from here, and I removed but from here, and now it is perfectly a good answer, a good response that can get you full score. So two demonstrations, several demonstration model answers like this are presented to you in the ebook that I was talking about. If you want, the link is there in the description. Now let's move on to the third scenario. Third major tip, major question around this is because people commit these kind of mistakes and they have tried copy paste techniques, so they start doubting whether the copy paste techniques still work or not. So this is a question that always keeps on flashing on our YouTube channel, on our WhatsApp, that sir, I tried this but I did not get the score. Whereas the same thing, our students are taking the exam almost on a daily basis and they are getting the scores. So definitely there are some problems in your response, which we may need to look at when you are attending the live classes, or you have to figure it out yourself using the videos that we are showing or the ebooks that we are giving to you, the paid ebooks. So copy paste technique 100% still works. But we need to be careful about some other gossips and some other things as well that are circulating on the internet. First of all, what happens if there is a question in the first sentence? Do we need to change the wordings here and there? Swap the wordings, change the wordings. What do we need to do? Or if we exceed the word count of 75 in case of PT Academic, between 5 and 75, if you paste 3 longer sentences, definitely you will cross 75. So you need to be careful to keep it under 75 words, and you cannot just cut down any sentences from anywhere. This exactly happened with the student scorecard that I shared with you earlier. We fixed this mistake for him. You can also do the same thing. Don't just abruptly cut the sentence in the middle. It will break the grammar. Okay, let me demonstrate it for you so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So let's see this particular question. Very long question right at the beginning of the paragraph. This is related to financial crisis or financial recession that happened. So this is the passage all about. We don't need to understand it even in the exam because we don't need to answer it. Now I'll show you what people do in the exam and how they lose points. So you copy the same sentence as it is, right? Starting with who, and you remove the question mark, okay, without any doubt. And then you put a conjunction. You start the next sentence, which is fine. You put the conjunction, start the third sentence, which is but in this case, which is again fine. And then you decided, okay, now we have around 75 or 77 words already, so I can remove the 3 words from here. What happens is if you do that, now because it is talking about 3 things: shrinking funds, failing instructions, and unprecedented uncertainty, 3 nouns. Okay, when you talk about only 2 things, you have to put and in between these 2 words. Whereas if you talk about 3 things, you have to put and as well as a comma after this. That's exactly what we do when we merge the sentences, right? So the same technique also applies to the combination of nouns. So if you just remove these 3 words, 100% is going to break the grammar. Okay. First of all, the question, it's in the tone of a question. And then suddenly you are putting other things. Multiple problems in this response. Multiple. You will not get a good score if you just keep on doing like this. Okay. And no one can help you because you yourself have chosen to commit these mistakes. So first of all, need to take care of this one, need to take care of this one. Once again, 2 conjunctions at the same time, and also need to take care of cutting the sentence anywhere. Okay, you need to be careful where to cut the sentences. So first of all, what I will do, instead of who, I will just replace it with no one, or you can also say people. Just try to answer the question. Who would have imagined in the years? You can say no one would have imagined, or you can say people would have imagined. So anything will do if it is not in a question form. Who, what, where probably raises a questions. That's why there was a question mark. Next thing, this one is easy. You just get rid of one of them, either but or yet. Okay, both are conjunctions. Linking the 2 sentences together, combining the 2 sentences, perfectly fine. Now for the third problem, which is also one of the major problems in many of the students, because you always choose sentences longer and at the end you just exceed the word count, and at the end you just decide to, okay, let's cut it out from here, or you just do it Bhagwan Bharose. Yahan se cut dete and it will be fine. Arey, we need to check the grammar as well, bhai. So what I told you earlier as well, this is exactly what we need to do here. Shrinking funds and failing institutions, you need to put a conjunction when you are combining or talking about 2 nouns, 1 and 2. Whereas if you are talking about 1, 2 and 3, This is exactly the syntax. Comma and. You can't just put an and. You need a comma as well if you're talking about three things. When you put this kind of response, then definitely you get a perfect score, okay, full score. And this will boost your reading as well as your writing score. So please be mindful. Please do not take chances. Don't make silly mistakes like this, okay. Three major tricks I have shared till now and tips as well, including and demonstration of the exam questions, how you can improve your answers, fix it yourself, or take help of the purchased ebook that we have on Summarize Written Text, or the templates. The templates I told you is not changed or has not changed. What is there? Combination of 3 sentences or even 2 sentences can work if you are picking up really longer sentences like 30-35 words in one sentence. Then you only need 2 sentences to get close to around 60 words. So the optimal word count for summarized written text is somewhere greater than 65 and less than 75. So you need to be in this range to cover the maximum content, right? And as I already told you, be careful about the nouns as well as the proper nouns. Proper nouns are always capital. And if you are just removing the capital from here, don't do it for proper nouns. What proper nouns are? Names of people, names of places, or very unique things in the world, like the Indian Ocean, the World War, the President of United States, always spelled in capital letters. Not all capital letters, starting letter capital, okay? So if you say the Indian Ocean, I will be capital, O will be capital because it's a name. So just be careful about that. And at the end, you always have to put a full stop. Other tips I told you, if you encounter 2 conjunctions together, get rid of one of them. And then any of these techniques will work fine. Okay, we have been sharing this technique from long time, and luckily enough for you guys, for everyone, that this easy technique is still working. So why don't you capitalize on this technique, fix your issues, and then work out on the major tips that I shared here. Okay, any of these techniques will work and definitely will work. So this is exactly what you need to do to fix your PTE Summarize Written Text. No hidden things, no secret things. We have been sharing it with you. Maybe you were not able to interpret it properly. So understand it properly now, implement it exactly the way I demonstrated, and then you will be good. You will be gaining those 20 points back, crucial for your PTE writing as well as for your PTE reading. And if you are really struggling with the exam, do give us a shout on WhatsApp us or Telegram us, and we provide you unlimited classes with all resources and everything. Whereas if you are just interested for self-learning packages or ebooks, links are there in the description. Anything confusing, just message us and we'll help you out. In the meantime, if you have not watched the PTE Reading Fill in the Blanks marathon series with grammars and collocations, everything covered for you, go and watch it if you haven't watched it till now, and keep exploring Edutrainex channel. There are many more videos. Keep watching them, and I'll soon be back with another super important video on the PT topics. See you soon.